Hey, Dad. You're surprising him. So.
Hi.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good. We're just doing a little photo shoot.
Okay.
So they wanted to talk to you.
Sure.
You want to talk? You want to
Sure.
sit down there or what?
Whatever.
There's my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, how are you?
So, 75
75.
and feeling good.
Feeling pretty good.
So, I guess people want to know about the team, the two Dr. Esmail and Dr. Esmail.
We work very good as a team. You know, I know exactly what you need, and you can depend on me. And things go very well when we work together. There's never a conflict at all.
So when you were working in Concordia, and when I was like, I want to start a clinic, and then you started initially just working on Saturdays, right?
That's right.
Because like we obviously right at the beginning you're not that busy, so we couldn't afford full-time staff, OR staff, right?
That's right. We had people who were working at different other places come in, and
Thursday after
after
4,
4.
and
That's
then
good.
on Saturdays because the people weren't willing to kind of give up like a full day for how much we were operating. That was right at the beginning, and then I said, but I mean, we started getting busy enough that I was like, I need you full time,
That's right.
and
And it's been almost 2 years since I've left Concordia, and I feel great. This is just the perfect fit. If I dropped, I've worked all my life, and if I drop everything suddenly, I think I would have become quite depressed. But working with you, gives me a purpose, and it's perfect timing, and it's 3 to 4 half days a week, except for Wednesdays where we do facelifts where we may be 3/4 of the day, but it's just perfect.
yeah. So we do like, we have a model where we do, not too many. Most either on Wednesdays, like I said, we do like a big case where we're doing like a total facial rejuvenation, but then if we're doing rhinoplasties or other smaller procedures, we don't pack too many in a day. So it's good for us and it's good for the patients. So how has it been working with your son?
Oh, I love it. It's any person's dream to be able to watch. It doesn't seem like work. It seems like I've just come to appreciate what my son can do. And it makes it so much easier to work with you.
What are you most proud of your son? What makes you most proud?
What makes me most proud is he's so gentle, and he's so good with the patients, and that his skills are tremendous, and under pressure it doesn't seem to bother him at all, and he's always under control.
I can say the same thing about him. Is like cool as a cucumber. Like I think even if things get a little iffy, which they don't really, but like I mean, sometimes you have tense moments, and he's just like stone cold, cool as a cucumber. Nothing really phases him or bothers him. So and still kind of super sharp. So it's good. We don't really fight. We don't really like.
We have no conflicts.
Yeah, there's sometimes there's a little bit of tension between the surgeon and the anesthesiologist, or you would think like father son or a little bit of, but there's not really like any egos or any issues between the two of us. Sometimes I'll be like, this guy or this lady needs to be more asleep, or like I don't want this person talking to me. So there might be a little bit of a moment of like, this person's not asleep as enough as we want. Rarely, because he's amazing. Like if you ask anyone in the city, this guy's a legend for like, people don't know like we don't do like a true general anesthetic. We do what's called like a Goldilocks anesthetic, where it's like a deep IV sedation. So you're not actually intubated. So we're doing a rhinoplasty, a facelift, like these bigger procedures, and you're under IV anesthetic, no intubation. This is where like real skill in anesthesia is required, because that patient has to be deep enough that they're not going to feel or notice anything or remember anything, which is the most important thing, because you don't want them remembering anything. And but not deep enough that they're breathing on their own, because we're not ventilating them. So it's like that fine line, and that takes a lot of skill. And he's been doing it. He was working with one of my mentors, Tony Lockwood, for years and years, doing cosmetic surgery, anesthetic for cosmetic surgery. And then Tony was retiring as I was coming back, and he was the old owner of that First Glance clinic. And that's kind of when that transition happened. So he's been doing cosmetic anesthetic for, I don't know how long.
35 years.
35 years? Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I have been.
yeah. I'm not working that long, that's for sure.
I worked also with the legend, Hollywood Bob.
Yeah.
I also worked with him as well. I've also done lots of wisdom teeth with Dr. Foster and Tim Blight. And again, all those are with deep intravenous anesthesia.
What's your favorite part about working with your dad?
I mean, it's a dream come true, honestly. Like, it was one of the main reasons why we built an OR instead of going to another facility, was that actually one of the main reasons we built it was so that we could work together. And that was like just like a dream. And when we first started, I was working as an ENT, and I was basically just trying to save money to build the initial Visage clinic. So we were kind of like just saving money. And it was actually my dad who was just like, you know what, just like, I'll lend you the money, whatever you still need, and you should just do it now. And honestly, that was like one of the biggest things that made us successful, because we were able to kind of like hit it at that time right before pre-COVID, and then things kind of just like catapulted from there. And so I don't know, it was just like things sometimes just work out. But obviously I owe a lot to him and all of our success. And obviously he was a role model for me going into medicine too as well. So
if you had one piece of advice to give Ali, what would it be?
Don't change. Continue to be the same way, and continue to take care of your patients exactly the way you are now. Don't let success get into your head.
Success. He doesn't like to be too showy, so he's like, every time I buy something nice, he's like, shakes his head. And pretty much I have to tell him everything costs half of what it actually. This is like a typical like Indian dad thing. So like, whatever something costs, I have to tell him that it was half that price, or that I got it for a discount. And then he's like, oh, okay.
I know this is a long time ago, but your first week working together, do you remember that? Do you remember do you remember what it felt like?
I do. Initially, I wasn't quite sure how exactly it was going to work out. But it seemed that the first couple of cases went okay. And then after that, it seemed that once I knew exactly what he needed, and that, things started to smooth out even more. So as time goes, you learn, exactly what he needs and what things would be, and things improve with time.
I mean, I remember when we first started, he's like, look, this is a tough business. I've seen it, and like it can be difficult to make good money or to be successful, really, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you have to. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody can get the results. And then I just remember after a while, I was like, "Hey, you're not giving me that talk anymore." And he's like, "You're fine." He's like, "You're gonna be fine." You're right. I remember that point when he was like, "Yeah, you're gone." That's good. And then now it's like can't even. We have 6 month waiting list. At least. Yeah, operating 4 days a week. So it's been fun. It's still gonna be
It's been
fun.
good. Yeah. All good.
All right, I love you.
Love you too.